Hey everyone, Shannon Lynn with Divine Bliss here. So this is going to be a very much divinely guided oracle card reading. So I was channeling yesterday, and so last night I got guided to do a placement of 5 cards, 5 clarifiers, 5 cards, 5 clarifiers, 5 cards, 5 clarifiers, and then a set of 5 to the side. I don't know if that's going to be like an overall of the reading, and also to look at the bottom of the deck. And the bottom of the deck card was 10 of Raphael. Okay, whoops. And so I've used 5 different oracle card decks, or card decks, tarot and oracle. And of course, I'm not a tarot card reader. I am a divine channel who has been channeling books and audios and videos and everything, modules for the past 14 years now. So how I do my readings is I just look at the cards, I get guided to what's in the cards, and then I get channeled information. So in my channeling last night, after I divvied out all the cards, I asked, okay, what questions are going to be coming forth from within our reading? And so the answers that I got that we are going to receive from within our reading here today, we should have no questions on after the reading on this. There was a few things. The questions that are going to be answered from within this reading are, number 1, what would you do to create a living space here with your true twin flame? Or what can we do to make sure that you come together with your twin? Or can we make changes in your lives to make sure that the communication flows? Okay, so the second question being answered in this reading today is, if you were able to see your new mate come together here with you in the flesh, here on earth, so to speak, what would you do to make this happen for you or with you? And are you ready here now for this to happen or to be? And if you are, then just how or what do you intend to do about it here now? So just another question that's going to be answered from within the reading. The third question that's going to be answered, and this is where I heard, here's where the magic happens, Shannon. So the third question going to be answered is, what can we do to make this happen or to bring this about? Meaning that if you could have help, angelic help, to create this or to bring this all about here now, would you? Because you can, you know. All you have to do is ask. The fourth question that came forward was, why can't you speak your mind or your heart's soul's passion? What are you afraid of? And if you did, what would happen? Would the sky fall in? And if you did, well then. And if it did, well then, what would you do then? Just think about it, and you'll see that nothing crazy will come to be because of it. The fifth question that came forward was, now let's end this reading with a question that I believe that has been on many people's minds for quite some time now. What can I do to assure myself that this really is just a process that we each are just going down and on into, when it feels like sometimes the sky is going to fall in on me? This is coming from the Divine Masculine's energies, or in the ways that she has been feeling. And then I got another question that was, they called it an overall question. Why can't we have exactly what we all want, when that is exactly what we are here to be, to do, and to have as? What is stopping each and all of us? Do we know why we can't seem to get it together? No? Well, just stop and think about it. Why? Because you both are continuing to see each other as not enough. Do you want to know why or the whys? Only because that once you do see each other as your true initial mate here of sorts, only then will no one else be good enough for each of you to come together here in love for and with one another. And how do we get there from here, you ask? And then they said, to bring this about, well, let us help you count the ways. Number 1, you can see each other within. So these were like, to me, they were like suggestions for us to be doing. You can see each other within as your only mates here, no other. For right now and the always, no other ways than that, period, no exceptions. Only then will you then see all of this come to be. The second one on this, let us help you count the ways. Don't ask for anything more than that. Meaning, do not ask your mate or your angelic partner to be anything that he or she is not. Be only that which you are for the one and or the other, simply because it was always supposed to be that way or ways. And the third, let us help you count the ways, was, can you see each other as one another's soulmates and friends? Meaning that once you are one and the same with one another here, then and only then will you see that he, she was and is your only one true friend, simply because that too was the only ways that it was always supposed to be here for the each and the all of yous. And then I got this phrase here. I'll read it, and then they said, now that those three things, let us help you count the ways, brings this forward. And so what those three things brings all forward is the honeymoon phase of your reunion. Means to come together as only you two can, and to be there to and for one another in this here. Look no further, because you two peas in a pod have now or are now becoming one here now too. So that's what I got for a channeling for all of us last night, the Twin Flame Collective. And so I'm just going to set that to the side now. I just wanted to, reiterate all of that for all of you so that you could know going into the reading what the reading is going to be all about, and the questions that are going to be answered from within the reading. And so now let's just delve right deep into the reading. Okay, so the first card that came in the first clarifier, the first card that came was Rising Above. Rising Above, and its clarifier was Round and Round. Okay, so Rising Above. Okay, so I'm getting so that as you each rise above your own, inner and outer circumstances or things that you've, brought yourself on into, they're saying that as you rise, above or up and on over and into that from within you, and you bring, all of it on out into your outer world here, as only you can, because of course we're all on our each own individual journeys. From or through this manifestation process, or the processing of our lives that we've been on from within this spiral experience of ours, from within this, spiraling experience, we've come into our ohms like no other, because we each really are like no others here today, because, we are each individuals coming into our ohms as those individuals and rising above our own circumstances from within our lives to rise above, all of the, I don't know, I'm hearing like dead end situations, or all of the encumbrances or the circumstances that, no longer serve you, that as you both rise over and above that you come into your owns like no others. Okay, so the second card and its clarifier that came was Manifesting Dreams and Message in a Bottle. Okay, so I'm getting like, as you each are manifesting each other's dreams, as you each are manifesting your own and each other's dreams from within all of this, just know that, it's like I'm feeling like there's bountiful effort being put in, and whatever you put into the universe always comes, forward back at you, kind of thing. So as you give, you receive. And so just to know that as you, are stepping up and into your true self, soul, and your truest desires, and you're manifesting, as these magic manifestor magicians, and you're bringing forth these bountiful efforts of your true dreams here as well. And so just to know that, what you put in, you always get out in life. So just to know that it's, but that it is a process that we are all going down and on into from within our own lives here. And to know that as we each are manifesting our true dreams here to and for one another, that all of this is coming forth for the betterment of the alls here as well from within it all. So, there's no worries that these bountiful efforts, are not going to reach the masses or who all needs for these things to come forth from within, not only our own lives, but from within, the lives of all others here as well. So, and the message in the bottle, I'm just asking, okay, so the message in the bottle, as a clarifier for the manifesting dreams, what does that mean exactly? Okay, so as you each are bringing forth your true self souls and your true heart's desires from within this whole manifestation process or processes, that you each are individually being guided from deep within you. So I'm getting like the message in the bottle are these, deeply guided messages or these divinely guided messages that each of us are receiving from within, our own processes, these whole processes that each of us are going down and on into from within our own, true lives, from within each of us individually. So just to know that, we're always being divinely guided and divinely messaged, I guess, from within all of this. Okay. As we manifest it. So the next card that came was giving birth, and yin was its clarifier. Okay, so I'm getting like as you each become these true manifestor magicians, so to speak, you're always giving birth to new ideas, new circumferences of phrases, they're saying, new ways of bringing forth things, for the betterment of ourselves and our lives, and also for the betterment of the alls from within it all as well, for a new world to emerge from within all of this. And so, it's all about bringing forth the balance of the divine masculine and divine feminine energies, so that we can all live here as one. But not only that, but we can all, be true to ourselves or be truthful with ourselves as to what and who is truly or true for us from within our own lives here, and to bring forth or to give birth to these new ideas and these new opportunities from within our lives as we each do delve within, to find to our own processings or to, to find or to release that which no longer serves us, and to step into who we really and truly are from deep within us, and to give birth to these new opportunities and these new, challenges for growth, or challenges of growth. And to just know that, from within these new opportunities or challenges of growth that do come forward for each of us, that it's all about the yin and the yang, balancing of the masculine and divine feminine energies, to become whole from within, each other and one another. I'm hearing, so that we, are individually whole as one, as well as a collective. I'm hearing, as well as like of the collective or in the collective. Okay, so the fourth card that came forward was embracing the future and co-create. Okay, so I'm hearing that as we each are here co-creating our futures together and as one, we step into the possibilities that life has here for us, as we begin upon our processes and as we continue upon our processes and as we, go on into all of this, not only with an open heart, but with sort of like an open landscape, of course, being and doing as you are so expected to, or what feels right, or what's right to be from deep within you, each individually, because we are each processing on our own, but at the same time, I'm getting a feeling like at the same time, we're embracing a future for all others here as well. So, as we continue to co-create as these wise individuals or beings of love and light tuned for the good of the alls, we are each embracing a new future from within all of this, like an open-hearted future, an open-hearted time in our lives or of our lives, to and for the betterment of the alls here as well. So just continue to create and to co-create on your own here, but then too to come together here as a whole, or for the betterment of the alls as this collective society that we're bringing forth of or in. Okay, that's all that I got there. Okay, so let's see what we get for coming into power and clarifying all that glitters is the clarifier. Whoops, coming into power and all that glitters is the clarifier. Okay, so I'm getting like, as I boldly step forward into my dreams, into the life of my dreams here, knowing that all that glitters, is gold, from within my knowing state or from within my beingness of this knowing or these knowings, I'm guided to the masks, that these masks are taken off, the divine feminine and the divine masculine masks are taken off. And as we step up into our own powers here boldly and confidently, from within each of our own lives here, we step up into our own powers here, as the true co-creators, manifestor, magicians that we all are here, knowing in the knowings of, all that glitters is gold, meaning that, in this positive state of mind or this positive reference of mind, that we are then brought forward, into just so much more of these processings or in these processings, because then, we're not only stepping into our true power here, but we're becoming all that we were meant to be here, to do and to have as here, to and for the betterment of the alls here as well. And so, I'm feeling like in this teamwork, as we step up into our own powers here as these, as these leaders or as this, these power couples, that from within this teamwork, together and as a whole, together, I think meeting together as the feminine, masculine, and divine masculine and divine feminine energies, and as a whole, the collective of all of us, as we step powerfully and boldly and confidently into all of this, in the knowings that, all is well, all that glitters is gold, everything that's coming to be, in that positive state of mind, that positive reference that, all is well, everything is exactly as it's supposed to be, and to stay in that state and to repeatedly bring yourself back to that state of knowing and being and doing and having as, because that is where your true power lies, is in these knowings that, all that glitters is gold, all is well, everything is right in the world, everything is exactly, divinely guided and divinely timed as, exactly as it was supposed to be. Okay, so the next card that came was Traveling Lightly with a Fellow Traveler's Clarifier. Okay, so let's see what these cards have to say. Let's see what the divine has to say about this. I'd like to, I'm interested to clarify all of the questions that came forward from within my channeling last night, to see if we're being, all of these answers are being, given to us, because there's so many of these questions that I've wondered myself about, at times, when you get in a bit of that negative state where you're like, why the hell isn't this working? What's going on? I'm doing everything, I'm being everything, I've stepped into my power, I've done this, I've done that, and yet, why is my life shit? Or what, we've all been in those negative states that, why is this happening? Why is that happening? Why is this crap going on? Why is that, in all areas of our lives. And so, sort of like feeling on top of your game in your spiritual field sometimes, or otherwise possibly feeling on top of your game, in the outer world here, and yet feeling like at the bottom of the barrel in one or the other. So I'm sort of feeling like sometimes the divine, because so many times I've heard that the divine feminine is the one that comes forward as a more spiritual being, that brings forward more spiritual enlightenment to the partnership, and the divine masculine brings forward more material enlightenment to the relationship kind of thing. And then as we blend together, we heighten each other up to that same expectation, meaning that we each give unto each other that we felt lacking of, or not that we're ever lacking or not, truly powerful in ourselves, but are sort of not where we want to be at the top. We're at the top of our game in one area, but we don't feel at the top of our game in another area, and maybe they do. And to sort of like level each other up to, feeling like, every area of our lives together is leveled up to that, core expectation of magnificence, or of the beings of love and light tuned for the good of all, in the expectations of true, magnificence for all, as well as for ourselves. So anyways, I just wanted to share that. So let's go forward here. So traveling lightly with fellow travelers. Okay, so traveling lightly with fellow travelers as a clarifier. Okay, well, that's cool that they're both traveling. Traveling lightly says simplify your life, and fellow traveler says support is all around you. Okay, so I'm feeling like, because I'm getting guided to the sign, like I don't know, which says this way or that way kind of thing. So I'm feeling like it's a crossroads. It's a time of crossroads for some. I don't know if it's divine masculines, divine feminines, but it's a crossroads for some in their lives in different areas, possibly. Maybe it's different areas for the divine masculines and different areas for the divine feminines. That we're all at different crossroads from within our lives here and now, and that we're all making choices and changes from within our lives, according to these processes that we've each come down upon or in, if we're walking or stepping on into this, and from within this, there's choices and changes that come forward from within our lives, and so we're sort of like divinely guided as to what is right and true for each of us from deep inside of us, from within our heart's core and our core centers, the core centers of us, that we're each being divinely guided, but at the same time, it also feels what is true and right for each of us individually, from within our heart space. And so, as we travel along these passageways and we make our choices and our changes from deep within us, that we are being divinely guided. Support is all around you. We are being divinely guided into the true life of our dreams. And then I see the rainbow, like we're being divinely guided into the true life, into the life of our true dreams. The true happiness that each of us are wanting and needing and looking forward to going on into type of thing. So just to know that there's clarifying, there's light at the end of the tunnel, there's the rainbow, there's the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow thing. I'm seeing like the fruits of the abundance coming forward from within this whole process, or these whole processings, to just and I'm being guided back to simplify your life, simplify your lives, meaning to get rid of that which no longer serves you, to become the person that you were always meant to be, from deep within you. And so that each of you know that true process. It's funny how these leaves here have all of a sudden turned into a divine masculine's smile, like he's smiling. And so I'm getting like, as each of you are on your own process, then you step up into your own process and you follow along your own pathways of life here, or of light here, for each of you, that as you're being divinely guided, you then are coming forth as just so much more from within your own lives here as well. And that's where that true happiness comes forward for you, for each of you individually, as each of you do these, these steps or these processings from within you, as only you can, because only you know what is true and right for you from within you. So, it's all about following your own divine guidance, your own heart and soul, as to what and who is true and right for you from deep within you. Because there's no better way to know, there's no better way to process anything than there is to go within and to delve within as to what is right and true for you. like each of us individually. Okay, so the next card that came was beginning now, or begin now, and overcoming obstacles was the clarifier. Okay, so, oh, sorry, no, overcoming obstacles was the, oh, no, that's right. Beginning now is the card. Overcoming obstacles was the clarifier. Okay, so beginning now, or begin now, the writing on the card is take your first step. And the overcoming obstacles is you can overcome anything. And so, okay, so, I was just asking, is this divine masculine or feminine energies, or does it matter? And I'm getting that it doesn't matter. It's not, there's no specific, well, there's never a specific gender, but there's no specific gender to this card, or these feelings of, because there's the divine masculine and the divine feminine in the card, and so there's no, but the divine masculine looks like he's like sort of starting out on a journey or on his pathway here, and so I'm just I was wondering that and asked, and I got no, there's no specifics here for that. So okay, so as you each, I'm hearing, as you each begin upon your own pathways of life here, just do know that these obstacles that do come forward for each of you, I'm hearing like in your makings. So it's like, I guess according to our divine plan from the other side, and also according to our choices from within our lifetimes here, we see how our lives progress. And so, overcoming these obstacles are just part of our lives processes here. And so we have brought them forward from the other side so that we can learn from them and to grow into whom we really and truly are for, or who we are to be from within this lifetime here in the now, in this lifetime, meaning that all of the obstacles that have come forth and that are coming forth from within this lifetime here and now, we have either dictated from the other side, and or we have chosen from this side to bring forth into our lives. I'm hearing like for freedom, or for knowings, for beings, for wantings, for desires, for stepping up and into your true self, soul, and your true heart's desires from within all this. So these obstacles are just, I'm hearing like speculations or speculative desires, because you each are coming forth in your own speculation, or in your own circumference of, which just means that you are seeing from your own point of views as you are each or have now each come on into your owns from within. So I'm getting from that. So as we have moved along our processes, or traveled our journeys, or went along our pathways and overcome these obstacles from or throughout our lives, that as we are being divinely guided from within all of this, that it begins to make sense from deep within us. But not only that, but that we begin to see like the true source of inspiration, or the true source of knowledge, or the true guidance system that has brought us to the here and nows of our lives from within these sequences of events, or what we've garnered or brought forward from the other side. But not only the other side, but what we have chosen, or the choices we've made from from this side, or from and within this lifetime here in the now of our lives. So very cool. Okay, so I'm getting like begin now. So begin now, whatever you're doing or not doing, begin now. Keep going. Okay, so the next card I got for the all of us was the Mystic Healer, and the clarifier was reaching your destination. Okay, so right away here I see in the little bubble there, to me that's like the happily ever after. It's the there's like a huge beautiful castle there. It reminds me of happiness, the happily ever after kind of thing. And the butterfly there flying around, it just makes it's got that good that feel good feeling to it. And the writing on the card is your light is shining brightly. The Mystic Healer, is healing energy flows through you. Okay, so in the Mystic Healer card, I'm feeling like this, I see the wise owl there. I'm feeling like um, this is to express to us, the wiseness of our creations, or of who we really are, to sort of like stand in your own power of who you really are, because you're divine beings of love and light tuned for the good of all, and to step up and stand into your own true power here as these divine sources of inspiration, or as these divine beings of love and light, tuned for the good of all, and to use your your powers wisely, and I'm getting it, and in reaching from within all of this, healing, or these encumbrances, or things that have come upon you from within your processes here, like I'm getting, like these obstacles that are coming forth from within all of us. That the healing always begins within. So, which just means that, before you can heal your outer world, the healing always begins within. Everything always begins within. So to go within, for all of your true sources of inspiration, all of your ideas, your happiness, your love, your support, your source, everything, lies within each of us individually, as a whole. And so that we are all energetic beings of love and light, and we are all, we all have this ability to be and are healers, of this love and light. And then as we stepping up and into our own true powers here, as these, mystic healers, or these magic manifestor magicians and healers, that in reaching our own true destinations, we come into our owns along our pathways from within this all. And so I'm feeling like it's, again, just let yourself be divinely guided as to what is right and true for you from deep within you, as to who you are and where you're going, because, only you knows what is right and true for you from within you, as far as a mate, or as far as a career, as far as whatever feels to be right for you from deep within you, wherever your passions lie, wherever your synchronistic opportunities are brought forth from within. All of these things are being guided to and from you from deep within you, through our angelic guides, but also through our own thought processes here, subconsciously and on a conscious level here as well. And so, I'm hearing like super consciously as well. So to just know that, you are being divinely guided into all of this, as you each are coming into your owns, as only you each can, because it's all such an individual process from within it all, that to know that, you will be deeply and divinely guided as you need to be, but to just sort of like take that first step, take those steps. Only when you take those first steps, or in the steppings, that, more things become available for each of you. And so as we continue on stepping, and I've found that out so many times in my life, that, as I was stagnant or doing nothing in a place of non-action, that nothing was coming forward for me. Only when I would start to step forward, or to start, to stand in my power, and to start taking some steps, towards that which I wanted in my life, only then, the divine synchronicities and the doors opening, and all of those things were coming forward for me then, and so it's like, if you stay stagnant, you're going to be stagnant. You're not going to go anywhere from there. Only when you start stepping do you see other steps then, or other processes then appear for you, in reaching your destination. So I guess what they're saying is that unless you continue to step, or unless you continue upon your steppings or your processings here now, how are you going to reach your destinations if you don't, if you're in a place of non-action, or you're not going anywhere, you're not being and doing as, only you can and only you want to, from within your life. So to me, it's all about action. That was sort of like all about, being who you are, from, this divine being, and taking actionable steps to reach your destination, which is the divine plan, which is the happily ever after. That's why that's such a good feeling, beautiful card. Okay, so the next cards that came were Discovering Truth, You Stand in the Light of Truth, and also Vast Vistas was the clarifier card. Okay, so right away I'm being guided to there's three people in the picture, but there's a fellow in the picture pointing, an older fellow in the picture pointing, and so to me it's like this wise soul is pointing. The wise soul, your wise soul from within is pointing you, in the right direction. So there's this crossroads here. There's these two ways you could take in life here now, and your wise inner being is, divinely guiding you from within your process here. And so, are you going to listen? Are you going to listen, and are you going to take those divinely guided steps from within you? Which course of action, which course of journey, which path are you going to take in life? Because as we all know, from within our lives here, we've made choices and changes in our lives according to what we thought, was right for us. And many times we even took, we made choices and we took, paths in our lifetimes here. I know myself that I knew was not the right path for me to take, but I purposely didn't listen to my interior guidance system that was, screaming at me of my own, discovering my own truth, screaming at me that, that was not the path that I should go down. And, I took it anyways because, for whatever reason I did. But they have all of these, harder paths that I have taken from within my life. I don't see it as negatives now because I realize that it has made me the person that I am today, and I would not be who I am today had I not gone down some of these, treacherous pathways that I have. And so, but now, I'm always listening to my inner truth, my inner desires, who I really and truly am from deep within me, to stand in the light of my own true power here. And so to me, this card is just asking, okay, so you're at a point in your life where there's two pathways here now again. Are you going to listen to your interior guidance system this time, or are you going to dismiss it and go down a pathway that's not right for you? Because only you know from deep within you what is that right and true pathway for you from within you. So, listen to your interior guidance system, listen to your heart and soul as to what is the right and true pathway for you. Because take it from me, when you don't listen to your interior guidance system, even if it's screaming bloody murder at you, and you take that other pathway of life, 9 times, or I think 99.999, maybe even 100 times out of 100, it's going to be a harder, more treacherous pathway. And it doesn't take you to the light of your true dreams. It doesn't take you to your true destiny. It doesn't take you to, it doesn't take you to your happily ever after anyways. It may have taken you down the roads that you needed to go to or upon at a certain time in your life to become who you are. So, I don't see any of those things as seeming failures anymore, or as failures anymore. I see them as seeming failures only because, like I said, you would not become, or you would not be the person you are here today had you not gone down or through some of those treacherous pathways that you have gone down upon. And so, to me, it's like, take it within as, you needed to go down those pathways so that you can be who you are today, to become who you need to be, to and for the betterment of the alls, and also, to lead you to the true life of your dreams here now that may not have been in the right timing in your distant or your near past, that could possibly be coming into direct alignment with who you really and truly are here in the right here now of your lives. So just because something did not turn out right, or did not turn out to be exactly the way you wanted it to be way back when, in the distant or near distant past, does not mean that it is not in direct and true alignment here now, as of right here now today, I'm hearing. And so, and to know that these vast vistas, to expand your horizons, expand your lives into the possibilities, the opportunities that are coming forward for each of you as you do process yourselves from deep within you, as you do go on through your own divine guidances from deep within you, and you surpass, any and all that you've been through up and here until now, and you take the direct pathway from deep within you as to what is true and right for you. Not only discovering your truth, but standing in your truth, standing in the truth of who you are and who you've become and who you want to be, and who you want to live as or from within. So, it's all again about, just being your true self, soul, and manifesting as your true heart's desires. So, very cool. Okay, so the next two cards that came were Ascending the Mountain, keep going forward, and Wise Leader. You are a beacon for others. That was the clarifying card, the Wise Leader. Okay, so. Okay, so right away I'm getting to, just to keep on moving forward from within your pathways here, from on through your vast vistas. I'm hearing like knowing that on the other side of the veil, or on the other side of what is happening in the here and now, on the other side of that brings forward all of your truest desires from within this. And so even if you are going through some treacherous time or times right now, that there's nothing saying that not on the other side of this, on the other side of all of this is not, your vast vistas, where you want to be, what you want to be, to do, and to have as or from within. And so just to keep continuing on, keep on keeping on kind of thing. Just keep on trudging through, There's light at the end of the tunnel. There's the vast vistas are open. You're open to the possibilities of what this new life has to offer you. Once you step on into it, as only you can individually, as a whole, or from within the collective. So, and as as these wise leaders in the divine collective, as these wise leaders, are stepping up here to and for the betterment of the alls, that we are all beacons for others from within this, because we are, shining our own lights bright as to who we really and truly are. Not, sort of like not giving a damn, not caring who likes it or who doesn't. We're just being who we are, no matter what. I mean, I know so many times in my life that people have looked at me like, oh my God, she has 4 heads or whatever. She's crazy. She's this, she's that. And there, I guess beyond, from my past in my life, yeah, it has sort of stopped me here and there along my pathways, or just not really stopped me, but prolonged me not stepping into my true power, into who I really and truly am. But I've left all that behind, because honestly, I truly believe that everyone's own true happiness lies within, and it also lies within being true to yourself. Being your own true colors, being who you really and truly are, regardless of what society or what anyone else thinks or anything else of you. And you would be surprised how many people actually are just quiet and not, that actually believe in all of this, but are not willing to step up and forward on into it because they're too afraid to. They have the knowings, the feelings from within them that this is right and true for all of us, as these wise beings and as these spiritual beings of love and light, but they're just too afraid to show themselves as this. But as the divine collective, here we are advised to step forward as these wise, true leaders of love and light to and for the good of all, and to show our true colors, and to be exactly who we are from deep inside of ourselves, and to enjoy the prosperous. I'm feeling and getting like enjoy the prosperous abundances that come, and the clarity that comes forward for all of you from within this, to bring on forward for all others from within this is here as well. And so to just sort of like feel the fear and do it anyways, because everything that you want and everything that you're looking for and all the happiness that you deserve and desire all resides and lies from within each of us individually, as from or according to who we are, how we feel, everything that comes from within us. Okay, perfect. Now the next card that came was 11, Strength. And the clarifier of that card was 6, the Lovers. And of course, right away, as soon as I see 11, I'm like, oh, that to me is all about twin flames. Twin flames, 1111, twin flames, strength. And the card is saying, strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, forgiveness. And then to bring forth as a clarify their lovers, to me, it's just clarifying that, the true love that's coming forth from within the divine collective, the divine feminines, the divine masculines, the true twin flames here that are coming forth to and for the betterment of the alls, to have the strength from within each of you to come forward as, these true lovers for society, simply because we are here to show society what exactly, true unconditional love is for one another, as only we can and as only we are being brought forth on into, because, this is part of our process. This is part of who we really and truly are. And so to just have that strength as a true twin flame to step up and into all of this wise beingness I'm hearing, so that we can, as a collective, move forward on into a much better world, like a new earth, a better place for all of us to live and to thrive from within. And so I'm being divinely guided to, look at the lovers there, and as they, stare into each other's eyes, to just know that, from within, I'm getting like from within the eyes, from within the eyes are the windows of the soul. And so to know that from within each other's eyes, the truth, the true essence, or the true cores of whom you each are to and for one another. And so if you ever get the opportunity to really look into your divine masculine, your divine feminine's eyes, to see, who he, she really and truly is, for the each of you, from within this whole process, that, there's no lying from within those eyes. It's like I'm feeling like all is being unfolded there, all is being brought forward there, all is showing up from within the eyes. So to look, within your true lover's eyes, and have the strength to step up into the twin flame collective, to do so, and to be here to and for the betterment of the alls from within this twin flame collective state of mind and state of beings. So the next two cards that came, the Sun card and the Wheel for clarifier, the Wheel. Okay, so the Sun is saying life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. And the Wheel is saying new beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. Okay, so right away I'm feeling that the divine masculine is sort of like riding on in, and it's like there's the bright sun behind him. So the illumination of his true dreams is coming forward as he steps on into all of this from within, from deep within him. But not only that, but as he takes these actions from within his outer world here as well, because, unless or until he takes these, he's like an active participant, or he takes these actionable steps forward or from within, his life, or his true passageways here, will he know then the true successes that come from within. And so here now again, I'm being divinely guided, as I was in another reading, to the sunflowers that are here. And it was another reading that was about, what was that? Oh, pussy willows. It was about bringing forth a message for someone on. So it's all about, to me, it's all about the abundances, the pussy willows, the sunflowers, these, it's abundances that are coming forth as he processes all of this. And they also divine sources, or divine synchronicities and divine timings, all of this being brought forward for him as well here, as he continues upon his pathways here, and as he opens up and into this, and as he begins to seek and search from within all of this for his true manifestations of process, which just means that as he steps up and on forward into all of this, he then sees more of these synchronistic opportunities, more of these windows and doors opening up for him. But not only that, but he sees more of these signs here as well, like 1111. He sees 444. He sees 333s. He steps up and on into these synchronistic opportunities and these synchronistic moments, as he opens up his eyes to all of this. Okay, so I'm asking the wheel, how's the wheel the clarifier from within all of this? Okay, so it's about the spokes. Okay, so they're saying that as the spoke as a spoke as the spokes on a wheel, we each are divinely guided at the right and true direct timing from within our lives, from within these processes. So sort of to look at these spokes in the wheel as each individual process or processes that we're each individually going on down and through and from within, to become who we're meant to be, and to process ourselves from within this wheel of life. So if you can sort of see the wheel of life as these different processes that we're each going down and upon or from within, to access our true self souls and our truest desires as each of us can individually and as a whole, that from within these rungs or these spokes of life, so to speak, that we each are then divinely guided to that much more from within our lives. Okay, so then I feel like it's like, until you take the steps, you're not, they're continuing on with that. Take the steps from within your lives here now, and then and only then are you divinely guided to that much more from within it. And so, again, with these synchronistic opportunities and synchronistic moments, unless you start to take the steps upon the wheel or the spokes here, you are not then guided to from within you as to what these synchronistic opportunities, these synchronistic moments are, until you open up your eyes to the possibilities of it all. And so if you keep your heart closed to the possibilities that life has to offer you and that's bringing forward for you, how can you expect to be and to do and to have as or in so much more that you want and truly desire from within you, but are not willing to step on forward on into for you or for the each of you? Okay, so the next cards that came were the Queen of Ariel and the Eight of Raphael was the clarifier for that. Ooh, thirsty. Okay. So Queen of Ariel. Okay, so this is like the Cinderella card. This is like the fairy tale, the fairy tale Cinderella card. Life is grand, true love, all of the abundances. It's just like the life of your true dreams, like living the life of your true dreams. That's what this card is to me. This is, the card is saying mature, practical, generous, happy. Nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful, practical and wise advice. So I'm just going to ask what this is bringing forth for all of us. Okay. And so as we go along these spokes of life, or as we continue along, these processes from within this wheel or this wheel of life kind of thing, we are then being divinely guided into just that much more, into this fairy tale life. We're into this true life of our dreams from deep within us, because we are stepping up and on into all of this as only we each can from deep within us. So that's what this whole life's process, that's what this whole life's journey is all about, is coming into our owns as only we can from deep within us, and following our true self soul, our true heart's passageways, to come into, or to begin to come into, all of this, happily ever after, all of everything that we've truly wanted and desired from within our lives, even though at many times or through our lives, at different times, we have not believed that this could all come to be, that we could be this happy, or that we could live the true lives of our dreams, or that there is such a thing as true love, or all of these things that have stopped us or been blockages to and for us from within our lives are now, it's sort of like coming to be known that, this is the truth, the light, and the ways from deep within you on how to get to the here and now, to these places in your lives, how to get to the happily ever after in your lives, and that this was just a process in your lives, that, that's sort of, I'm feeling like that's what we're here for. That's what we're being divinely guided on from within all of this, is to live the true lives of our dreams here on earth at this time, for the here and now of our lives, to and for the betterment of the alls, but also here and to for the betterment of ourselves here as well, to be happily in love, to be happily ever after in love, to and with one another. So, to just step up and on into all of this as only you can from deep within you, because again, it is your own individual processes. And that is what we are on this earth here now to be, to do, and to have as or from within. And so just keep stepping on into this true life of your true dreams. I'm hearing like in excesses of what you ever thought possible. In excesses of what you ever thought possible for your lives here. So if you never ever thought possible happily ever after, or true love, or any of that for your life, the true life of your dreams with your true love, or with your true loves, or any of that, to be living your happily ever afters, just to know that this is like validation. This is like letting you know that you are on your own individual journey or processes, as only each of you can, from deep within you, from within your heart's cores, centers, to follow that interior guidance system from within, to reach the light of your true dreams without in your now here outer world, and to be living as or from within this state of affairs, as or in this happily ever after. So wow. So I'm asking Ada Raphael, how's the clarifier? What's the clarifier from within this? Okay, so right away, I'm getting, it's almost like, so if you don't take these true steppings from within you, okay, so if you don't take this true guidance from deep within you, if you don't take this as truth, as your truth from within you, if you don't, access your heart's desires, your soul heart's desires, if you don't access that, and you don't actually take the steppings from within you, as or from within this, to take those true steppings for you, each of you individually, as to what is right and true for you, how can you expect for this happily ever after to come forth for you from within this? So it's sort of like in not believing in happily ever after, or not believing in true love, or not believing in anything could be this good or be this ways from within your lives here on earth at this time and always, then you are creating your own life to be that way, to be the ways that you believe, to be that, I can never have that. I can never have a happily ever after. I can never have that. And in this processing of this, and in this not doing, in the non-action of not taking these steps, or stepping on forward into what you really and truly and deeply do desire here for your life, or from within your life for a mate and otherwise, how can you expect for this to come forward? For one thing, you don't believe in it. You don't believe that it can. You don't ever, and you also believe the opposite. You believe that it can't come to be. And you actually, you take no actionable steps from within it because you believe that it can't come to be. And so we are true co-creators and creators in our lives here, through our thoughts, our words, and our deeds. And so, how are you creating? What are you creating from in your life? Your thoughts, your words, and your deeds. What are your thoughts, your words, and your deeds in regards to all of this? Because if you're thinking in a negative way, you're receiving in a negative way. If you're thinking in a positive way, you are on your ways. You are in the steppings of. If you're not there yet, that just means that you are in the steppings of. And as you continue on your pathways here, that you are then being directly and divinely guided from within that here as well. And just to keep on going, but because it's not here yet doesn't mean it's not coming to be. All in divine timing, directly and divinely guided, as you each individually step towards it from within it, as exactly whom you each are from deep within you. Your heart's core, I'm getting your heart's, you're exactly who you are, your true heart's, your true heart's core, your true self souls. So the next card that came was the 9 of Michael, and the 4 of Gabriel was the clarifier for it. Okay, so I'm getting like the divine masculine. I'm getting a divine masculine feeling here, and I'm getting that there's heart healing needing to be done here. That he's sort of in a place of loneliness or isolation, and he's put himself there. He's put himself in this place of sort of like loneliness and isolation, and he's got a lot of I'm feeling like encumbrances, or like he's a lot of things that he's got a heavy mind that he's reaching from within, and he's put there all of these like stoppages or blockages or encumbrances that are like stopping him, and he's in badly need of some divine healing. I'm getting there with the holistic healing sign. He's in badly need of some divine healing. And so, I'm getting the messages that, if this is a divine masculine watching this, that he should be going within and even going to some YouTube videos and getting some, getting your chakras cleared and balanced. Sort of whatever he's struggling with, go and get some holistic healing in his life, with the things that weigh heavily upon his mind. So I'm really getting that as he seeks and searches within, that different things are being brought forward for him that need to be healed from within this, and that as he seeks and searches for some divine healings to come forward for him from within all of this, that he will be enlightened to that much more. He will become wise to all of the things that need to come forward from within him to heal what no longer serves him here as well. And so as he continues on here to do this in this isolation, that he needs to come from a place of positivity and get out of the negative crap, get out of the negativity, any negativity or feelings of helplessness, hopelessness. He needs to rise above it and to get some help and healing, some holistic help and healing from within all of this for himself. And this will help him to be divinely guided from within himself as well, with his guides and his higher self soul, to bring him forward into what he wants in his life here now, into some sources, some activation, some lessons, but not only lessons, but clarity. Like it's almost like some clearings to come forward for him from within this. There's things that need to be cleared away so that he can come forward in the clarity from within him that he needs for his life, so he can get out of this negative, darkness, or this, whatever he needs help and healing from within, that's being brought forward and brought up with him in his life. So to seek and to search for something better from within his life, because what he is being and doing here now or in this isolation is not working for him. In this, I feel like it's sort of like a pity party. Sorry, but I feel it's like sort of like a bit of a pity party, that it's not serving him or his divine self, the collective. It's just not serving him, and so that he, needs some divinely guided healing and help from within all of this for himself, which then helps all others as well here as he steps up into his own true powers here as well. And so it's just all about being divinely guided and to seek and search your own divine healing from within all this as well. So to go within. And like I said, there's a lot of help available out there. You can always go onto YouTube if you need your chakras cleared and balanced. Other things, I specifically got that message, but also from within, that you may want to get, if you feel that a certain channeler, you resonate with, that you would like to get some divine guidance on, or if you need help and healing with your heart, maybe your heart chakra is closed, and you can go to see different holistic healers for different things. Your sacral chakra is blocked, but I would start with the YouTube videos on clearing, aligning, your chakras, and then go from there. If you are being divinely guided to a certain holistic healer online or otherwise offline, that you go and seek and search for your true answers within, and as you are being divinely guided, because to know that you're always being helped as you continue on here as well. You're always being helped, with your guides and your higher self soul, the angels on the other side, and also your divine feminine's higher self is there as well, to be asked for help. And I'm feeling that is exactly what's happening here as well, is the divine feminine's higher self is there, sort of like overseeing everything as well. And so I'm asking what the Four of Gabriel, what's the clarifier on all of this? So I'm getting that as he, he seeks and searches within, for his true self soul, like his true passions from within him, that he sees, he becomes aware of, he comes into the knowings of, you know, he's no longer in the scarcity of from within this divine connection, believing he's no longer in that negative believings that she's not going to be there for him, that the connection isn't real, that the happily ever after is just all in the fairy tale, is a fairy tale kind of thing, that it can't come forward. It's not the truth of our lives here on earth at this time. And so this is just clarifying that, yes, as you seek within and as you become your true self soul and exactly whom you really and truly are, and you bring that true self soul forward, and stand in your truth, stand in your power of who you truly are, that all of this comes forward for you here now in these processings, and that you really and truly are beginning to live the true life of your true dreams here, in the happily ever after, once you do seek and search within, and you then make the steppings, or take the steppings from deep within you, the actionable steps, because again, unless you are taking actionable steps from deep within you, the clarity is not coming forward for you. These divine signs, synchronistic opportunities and moments are not coming forth for you. But when you are open to it and you are accessible to it, meaning that you are not only open to it, but that you are noticing these signs and synchronistic moments that have come forward for you, and maybe have for years, but you were not in the knowings of, or you didn't realize what these true processings were here for you, that they were directing you along your pathways or along your passageways. You just didn't know it, or you were not really aware of it. As you go back now, you will notice, you will be open to more of the synchronistic opportunities and moments that have come forward for you from within all of this manifestation process, but not only manifestation process, but from within the true twin flame journey here on earth, because that is part of your journeys here, is to notice these synchronicities. They're almost like stepping stones. They're like little pebbles being left for us throughout our lifetimes here. Especially I'm feeling, especially since we've met our true twin flames, meaning that whenever you have met your true twin flame, synchronistic moments and opportunities have been brought forward from within the both of you for this journey, and from within this journey, to sort of like almost be like pebbles along your pathways of life here, that have led you to the right here and now of your lives, so that you could come together here as one. So I'm totally feeling that the happily ever after again is coming forth here for you all, once everyone is in complete alignment and in the steppings of their true self souls and their truest desires. The masks are taken off, and everyone is in being and doing exactly as who they really and truly are, and the communication has come forth. All of these things are in each other's true steppings, according to our true pathways and according to our choices, because let's face it, we're here on earth and we are spiritual beings having a human existence. And so in this human existence, we do make choices in our lives, and we see how our lives progress from those choices and changes that we make in our lives. And unless we take the actionable steps to make choices and changes in our lives, that we will continue on down the pathways or the roadways in our lives that we have been on, thus far. And so it's all in our own true powers to come forth, as something or someone different, always according to whom we really and truly want or desire for from within our lives, whether that's for a mate or for a career, abundances. Whatever is right and true for us is what is right and true for you, for the all of us individually. Okay, so the next two cards that came forward were the Page of Michael, and the clarifier was the Five of Gabriel. I hope everybody's enjoying the reading. Please subscribe, like, leave me a comment. I'd love to read the comments if this is, resonating with the Twin Flame Collective, where you are at upon your pathways, what coincidences, seeming coincidences, meaning what synchronicities, have come forth for you throughout your lifetime, or through possibly since you've met your twin flames, where you're at right now, you know, the knowings that you know from deep within you, just to share, you know, your true processings, because, you know, we're all on such individual, unique paths that it's very interesting to get all of these, you know, individual, I'm hearing like individual realistic opportunities or passageways that you've each been down upon. So that's very cool. So just share. Okay, so the Page of Michael and the Five of Gabriel. So I'm going to ask, you know, what does this have here for information for the all of us? So I'm getting an exciting new challenge. This is what's on the card. An exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. And the Five of Gabriel is a challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. Okay, so first thing I'm being guided to is the puzzle. I don't know if it's a puzzle, but it looks to me a puzzle on the floor. Okay, so it's like I'm hearing, like, just to know that these, from within these synchronistic opportunities lie pieces of the puzzles, pieces of your puzzle, like pieces of your own puzzles. Okay, so I'm asking, I'm getting a feeling like the puzzles, because they said pieces of puzzles. So I'm getting the feeling that the puzzles mean that the twin flame, you and your twin flame counterpart, your twin flame coupling, each have one individual puzzle. So it's not like we each individually have a puzzle. Each divine counterpart couple has a puzzle together. And so that as we each individually, you know, continue upon our processes here, continue upon our paths here, we each then do grab, I'm hearing, do grab or do begin to assess from within each of this. There's individual puzzle pieces that we come upon and that we're then able to press, you know, into our puzzles to complete the whole picture of the divinely guided happily ever after, so to speak, puzzle. And so I'm feeling like with the Page of Michael, so as you are being divinely guided here, as you are being processed here, you know, you're getting messages from the divine. You're getting all these messages, and you're able to take flight from within these messages, because, you know, that is what is true and right for you. And you know this. You know this from within your knowings deep within you, that this is what is right and true for you. And that from within these couplings then come forth truer processings or passageways of light, which then are brought forward on into, I'm feeling like bigger pieces of the puzzle. So bigger pieces of the puzzle are then being brought forward for you to each place from within this whole unique puzzle. Okay, so this is very cool. So I am feeling like there's this whole great big puzzle. And each of our divine coupling puzzles, once we complete, fit into this also other complete puzzle. So are you getting the picture? One great complete puzzle of the twin flame collective. And each of our puzzles are individually, our couples puzzles fit into this great, big, huge puzzle. And that as we as a collective continue along our pathways here, then we are then each divinely guided to that much more from within these collective puzzles. So that's very cool. So, you know, again, it's just, you know, follow your individual processings from within you. Follow your own pathways from within you that feels right and true from within you, from within your heart's core, your heart center. And to just know that all of this is coming to be, that you have nothing to worry about if and when you stay in that positive state of being. And if you need to get there from within these healings, from within these divine healings, then you need to go there. You need to get there. You need to go within, and you need to holistically find, to seek and search within to find, your own true healings, but also you may want to find other healers from within the world that can help you upon your own processings here as well. But they will always resonate from within you, to know that your true passageways, your true path, like I've been to many, many, many psychics and many, many healers from within my lifetime, especially since, I started doing the divine channeling. No, even before then I did, because, that's that's sort of how it all started. My divine channeling writing all started because one of the psychics said to me, do you realize you're getting help with your writing from the angels? And half of me was like, yeah. And the other half of me was like, huh? And so, that led me to a book, which led me to this, to that, to, that's a long story. But to just know that you will know from deep within you, sometimes you are being divinely synchronistically, those synchronistic opportunities, you're being divinely guided to a certain specific healer that can help you along your passageways here as well. So, but you will know this. You will always know this as, resonating facts, resonating feelings from within you, that what is right and true for you. Everything, I could not say that enough. You are the truth, the light, and the ways from deep within you. Everything, comes forward from within. Everything is, is from within you. And if you're not seeking and searching from within, then you're losing out. If you're not trusting in your own divine process, if you're not trusting in your true heart's, soul, if you're not trusting in your heart, if you're not trusting in who you really and truly are, then you're really losing out on who you could be and what you could live as or from within. And so, just to let go and just to be who you are, and to, be that no matter what, because what, that is where your true happiness resides, is to just be yourself. And if someone doesn't like it, oh well, move on, move forward. You know what? I am who I am, and that's exactly who I'm meant to be here, to be, to do, and to have as or from within is who I am. And you know what? And so are you. And so, whatever. Those that are not going to resonate with you, or those that are not going to, want to be around you or to be with you or to move along with you in this lifetime here, if they don't want what's best for you, if they don't want you to be who you really and truly are from deep within you, your true self, soul, your truest desire, if they don't want that, then, what are they doing in your life? And I mean that on a level of, anyone, because really what unconditional love is there if you do not want for others what you want for yourselves, or if you do not want someone to be who they truly are? I don't understand where the unconditional love is there, because to me, it's not there. And so, if you have friends that are not going to like you because, you're not who they want you to be, then, are they really true friends? No, I don't think so. But, that's, again, your own pathways or roads to go down. But I'm just saying that, your true happiness and your true life always resides from deep within you, and in your own processing, and in your own divinely guided actions and actionable steps. And, only as them to be what is right for you from within you. It's always, always, always comes from within you. And it always, always, always comes from within your real, true core self and your true heart as well. So that is your true source of inspiration and true source of knowledge, that your brain or your mind is only acting in accordance to that which your heart feels and knows to be true for you. Meaning that, when you do make decisions in your outer world, many times they are in accordance with your, your subconscious mind processings, because, that is from a place of, your experience. And so your heart is coming from a place of feelings, not experiences. And so you're in your feelings, you're living in the here now of your life, where in your, in your experiences of your mind, you're living in, your past experiences or from your past experiences. And so you are many times reacting in your life instead of acting from a place of love. You are reacting from a place of fear or spite or anger or whatever. And so if you can then go within and no longer react, but act from a place of love to and for the betterment of the alls, and that's also from within your couplings here as well, that is really where your own true power is in your actions and no longer in your reactions of anything that no longer serves or no longer will serve the person that you've become once you step up and on into your own true powers here. So okay, so the last 5 cards I got besides the bottom of the deck were 6 of Ariel, Ace of Gabriel, Decision, Change Your Life, and the Moon. Okay, so where are we here? Let's just see where we're starting at the 6 of Ariel. Okay, so I'm wondering, do I need to go through these individually, or are they all just going to come forward as a group? Because I felt that they came forward as a group. These 5 cards were like, bang, here's a group of cards. Okay, so I'm just going to read what the cards say first. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. A gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration. The chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. Release yourself from that which holds you back, a need to detox. Unnecessary worry based on lack of self-confidence. A sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. The opportunity to improve your plans. Listen to your intuition for accurate guidance. Face your fears and grow stronger. So I'm feeling like these cards are everything. They're like an overview. Yeah, I feel like this is, they talked about an overview. I'm feeling like this is an overview of the whole reading. Overall question is, okay, so the overall question is, why can't we have exactly what we all want when that is exactly what we are here to be, to do, and to have as? What is stopping each and all of us? Do we know why we can't? Do we know why we can't seem to get it together? No. Well, just stop and think about it. Why? Okay, so that's the question. Why? Why can't we all seem to get it together? And okay, so let's just go see what we've got here. Let's stick this under here. All right. Oh, quick drink. Okay, so right away I'm hearing, so as you each individually continue to step on forward on, into these processings or into your true self soul's pathways or passageways of life here. That's exactly the way they brought it forward. Then you each are coming into the knowings. I'm hearing like coming into the knowings of just so much more from within all of these processings, and to continue on your own pathways of life here as these opportunities and this inspiration comes forth for you. I'm feeling like something wonderful and amazing is coming forward for you from within this decision that you're going to make. Because as you make this decision, you are releasing yourself from that which holds you back, this lack, you need to, I'm feeling like this need to detox because you have this unnecessary worry. And it's based on a lack of self-confidence, meaning that you're not feeling like enough. When they did bring that up that's interesting. We'll go back to those, but because they said, you're not feeling like you're enough for each other. And to just know that you each are here to and for one another from within all of these processings. And so why do you stop yourselves, and why do you come from this place of lack? Why do you come from this place of low self-confidence in the belief that you each are exactly whom you want to and for one another for a mate? You're exactly that. And so in feeling not good enough for the one and the other, in either of you feeling not good enough, I'm hearing or feeling like it's like that's just bogus bullshit. It's just not true. It's not true that you're not enough for each and the other. You're exactly whom the other wants to and for a mate from within this whole lifetime of decisions here. You've always wanted, what each and the other have brought forward for the each and the other from within this. And so you're seeing, or you should be seeing and feeling all of this true power, I'm feeling like well up from within you, from deep within you, well up from within you, this true power and success from within you, as you reach within, from within these true processings, and as you become illuminated to all of these, I'm hearing like true lights of the Lords from within, which just means that as you truly process yourselves here, and you are being divinely guided from within the all of this, the each and the all of this, that you are being, processed and shown the true ways of the light of the Lord from within you. And from within these recesses of your divine minds here, your subconscious and your superconscious minds here, and your conscious minds here, you are then being brought forward into just that much more here from within all of this, to just know that there is not only light at the end of the tunnel, but there is so much more from within all of this. The freedom, the freedom to each be, exactly who you're meant to be, and to not, access each other as anything more than what and who you truly are, because you are here to only be what and who you truly are from within the each of you as your own true self, soul, and your truest desires. So you're not here to be anything other than who you really and truly are for one another, period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, which just means that you're not here to be anything for him, and he's not here to be anything for you other than who you really and truly are. And that is the perfect match for one another. And that is who you exactly were meant to be, to do, and to have as from within. And so stop believing that you're not enough, because you are an exacting match from within all of this. Once you do step up and into all of this from deep within you, you are an exacting match. So do not ever believe that you are, less than or not enough, because it's untruth. It's untruth. It's bogus bullshit, they're saying. So just to not believe in it. That is, an egoic way of looking and seeing and, believing in things. And so it's a negative way of believing. And, it's not in your divine birthright to believe in these ways of scarcity, and not enough, and in these negative influences that, you've brought forth from within your lives, from within this egoic consciousness. It's for you to rise above all of that, and to step into your true self, soul, and your true heart's desires as these angelic beings of love and light, to and for the good of all. And to know that as you do all of this, you change your life. You change your life. And the card is saying, as you change your life, a sudden revelation offers freedom. You break free from, all of these encumbrances, all of these things that have been holding you back. You're breaking free from, you're changing your life, and you're stepping up and on into exactly whom you are, and whom you've always wanted to be, and whom you've always wanted to do, to be, and to have as or from within. And so, you're really stepping up and on into your own true power here as this true power source, and then on into as this true power couple here as well. And so from within all of this, then, I believe the moon card comes forward for all of us in the true enlightenment phases of our lives, knowing that we're stepping up and into just so much more from within our lives as we become these truly angelic beings of love and light here, to and for the good of the alls on this, on this earth's plane at this time. I'm hearing like in the here and the nows of your lives. So it's all good to know that, as you continue on your processes here, that, your plans come forward for you, your processes, your processings come forward for you both and for the alls. So to never doubt that, and never doubt yourselves and what you can be and do and have as from within this lifetime, because, I'm getting, this is the overall card is here as well. This is the bottom of the deck card that came forward, and it's the 10 of Raphael. And I'm feeling like it says, love and blessings fill your life. Harmonious relationships with family members. Oh, happily ever after. So, and again, I'm seeing the holistic healing sign here as well. And there's a rainbow here, children playing, harmonious relationships with family members. to just know that all of this is not only divinely guided. You're not only divine beings being divinely guided, but you've charted for all this to come to be this way. And so, now is the time for you to step up and into your own true powers here as this, this true power source, and as this true power couplings here as well from within the twin flame collectives here. And to know that all of this is a true process from deep within you, as only you know, because again, you have charted it from the other side. You both have charted this from the other side, as well as from within the collective beings of love and light here I'm getting, because this is the ways that it was always supposed to be, to do and to have, as or from within, at this time in your lives, right here and now, in the divine guidance and in the divine timings of. And so I'm feeling like, as you are being processed here and coming into your owns here, as only you each individually can, that as you follow these steppings, or these like stepping stones that you are being, synchronistically given, and divinely guided to from within you, that as you continue upon this passageway, or these processings from within your true lives here, your true lives souls here, you each are coming together in love to and for one another from within this whole process, and that this is where your happily ever afters come from. They come from within these couplings, or from within this beings of and doings of, as you are each individually and synchronistically and divinely guided to from within you. So you know exactly, in your true self soul, in your truest desires, in your heart of hearts, in your soul, you know exactly who and what is right for you. Trust it. Trust in the divine process. Trust in your divine knowledge to know what is right and true for you individually and as a whole. And step on into it as only you can. And be and do and have as only you can. Because in these divine processings, you must take the actionable steps for any of this or all of this to come to be, as or from within your wantings or desires of. So it's like happily ever after. Okay. Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for the beautiful things in life. So just continue on your passageways here. No matter how it looks to be at this time and space, at this time and place, that as you each on your own are individually guided to from within you into this union phase of your lives here, you are then being divinely guided into just that much more from within yourselves here as well. So just keep on stepping. Okay, great. So that's the reading for today. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Have a super spectacular week. Tonight is the full moon. Just know that, our manifesting abilities are coming forth, tenfold for the all of us. So, go within, dream your dreams, be open to all that much more than you could ever even possibly imagine for your lives, and just, dream the big dream. Take care. We'll talk soon.